the equation is like this: cosine of x minus y plus cosine of y minus x equal to 2 times cosine x times cosine y and plus 2 times sine x times sine y. Now tell me, which side should I begin with? Which side? Left or right? Right? If you begin with the right, you cannot use any existing identities. So actually, let's check the identities. So you have the cosine of alpha plus beta equal to cosine alpha, cosine beta minus the sine alpha, sine beta. And right now here, this guy is a sum, right? So we cannot use the cosine of the alpha plus beta. But we may be able to use the cosine of the alpha minus beta. So this is equal to cosine alpha times cosine beta plus the sine alpha, sine beta. But after you use the cosine of the alpha minus beta, you get the 2 times cosine of x minus y. Yeah, it's okay to do it this way. Let's begin with this way. Okay, so we begin with the right hand side, and this is equal to 2 times the cosine x times cosine y and plus the sine x sine y, and this is equal to 2 times cosine of x minus y, right? So now you compare this with the left side. You have the cosine of the x minus y plus the cosine of the x minus y. If we can prove this guy is equal to this guy, then we are done, right? But actually, cosine is an even function, so this part same as the cosine of the negative of x minus y, right? And then you get cosine of the x minus y and plus cosine of the y minus x, and then this is equal to right hand side. I'm sorry, left hand side, right? And then in this way, you prove this equation is an identity. So this is the first way. Maybe it's not easy to think, okay, but you may also try begin with the left side and use the identities of the cosine of a difference. Then you can begin with the left side, and this is equal to first you use the fact that cosine is an even function, and this part is just equal to cosine of the x minus y. So you get a 2 times cosine of the x minus y. Now you may use the cosine of a difference identity. Then you get 2 times cosine of the x cosine y and plus sine x sine y, and this is exactly the right side. So you also verify this equation is identity. Now let's look at the 91. Cosine of alpha plus beta over sine of alpha minus beta is equal to 1 minus the tangent alpha tangent beta over tangent alpha minus tangent beta. And we begin with the left side. So first, let's use the identity of cosine of sum and the sine of difference to expand the numerator and denominator. So this guy is equal to cosine alpha times cosine beta minus the sine alpha sine beta. And the denominator, this is sine alpha cosine beta and minus the cosine alpha sine beta. And to get the tangents, we just divide both the numerator and denominator by cosine alpha and cosine beta. So this is like we derive the identity for the tangent of a sum. And then cosine alpha cosine beta divided by cosine alpha cosine beta equal to 1. And sine alpha sine beta over the cosine alpha cosine beta, you have the tangent alpha times tangent beta. And then this guy divided by cosine alpha cosine beta. Cosine beta cancel sine alpha over cosine alpha. You got the tangent alpha. And then this guy over the cosine alpha cosine beta. Cosine cancel sine beta over the cosine beta. You got the tangent beta. And this is just the right side. And then